We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Introducing... Here comes Jaime. The dark...
This bout is...
You can tell both of these fighters... We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
These two fighters are made for one another. Can't find a home for that jab. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Nigel Benn has been rocked. Let's talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bet. Here we go. It's round two. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
The Dark Destroyer get out of this. Heavy shots, and Nigel Benn goes down. About that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Johnny, you would know this better than me, but I would hate fighting someone with this swarmer style. They don't let you breathe. They don't let you get off the ropes. You can't get your offense off. You just got to deal with them.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Can you imagine being right in there?
We're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Talking about Benn in that last round. Let's see how the game... Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full battle because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Beautiful counter punch. He just misses with that jab. Don't get caught up on how many times this guy gets hit. He's a slugger, Johnny, and you know he's just waiting for his opportunity to strike back.
A win is not just a win for some fighters. They need to feel the blood, the crunch. They need to get that win.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You don't want to trade shots. You'd like to see more jabs. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round. On to the fourth we go. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you do.
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Should we be surprised if these two fighters go to existence tonight, considering how much they've emphasized their physical fitness? Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Can't land that jab. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor. Back into the fray here in round 5. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle. He's got to bluff it.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being weak. They're the size of an average man.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
That counter shot lands. Throws the uppercut, but misses. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This is not the way Munguia thought this fight was gonna go. Talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round. Let's start the sixth. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen him up a little bit again, get him back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
The middleweight is the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace, you can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Swing and a miss with that hook. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Do you believe what we're seeing? A swing and a miss with the left hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be... Here comes round 7. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into the fight. Not yet. Not until the senses have come back.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Big whiff with the right hook. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Oh, Munguia made a mistake, and now he's paying the price.
That's it. Body then head. Body then head.
I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round.
Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned?
And there's the bell for round 8. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Dark Destroyer goes down. So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
They're going to pick things up halfway through the round here.
Is that ever hope? Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He should be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of heart we need to see.
Both men step back for just a moment. Hook misses. That big hook doesn't land. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Munguia now. He's in some serious trouble. No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's level.